I still haven't found what I'm looking for. So we have another model by U2 here, the model company, not the band. And this comes in this crazy sturdy box with the polishing cloth and a card. And this is really what I want here. This is just extra stuff I had to buy. Okay, yeah, this is taped together. I have the Ferrari website behind us. It's funny, I don't follow automotive news. I just go on AliExpress every now and then and look up 164. And that's how I found out about new cars. I didn't even know this car existed until I bought this model. And so it turns out this is the fastest and most powerful Ferrari yet. That sounds interesting. Intrigued. Not the best brightness of a photo, right? V12 800 CV and 8,500 RPM. So that's pretty high revving and obviously a lot of power. I looked up these cars cost around $400,000. Now that's a better side view. Oh, we have different wheels on the model here. First power electric steering. Okay, looks like a Ferrari. Also kind of looks like a Corvette though. If a Ferrari owner ever heard that, they'd probably be pretty angry. But it does. It looks like a Corvette. So, yeah, 6.4 liters. Let's see. It's running on 20-inch rims. Thing's got metric 400-ish diameter brakes. 4-wheel steering, 7-speed. 0 to 60 or 100 under 3 seconds. Okay, that's all I care to know. So I'm going to edit this in right now. It's not until around halfway into this review I realized this is a Novitec Ferrari, not a regular Ferrari. So we're going to compare the photos here, but also here's the Novitec website. This is a 14 centimeter wider than usual wide body kit, and it also bumps up the wheels to 21 and 22 inches, and also bumps up the horsepower to 840. So I'm sure this is at least a $500,000 car now, probably more than that. Okay, so yeah, look at the rear wing there, and then the wide body is really shown here. Sorry for the camera angle. Alright, so we'll resume the rest of the review, but I was not aware that it's a Novitec until I get to the rear license plate. So the wheel, you got the prancing horse. It's like a decal or something in the middle there, if I can focus on it. And then you can see there's a brake rotor back there. Yeah, it's a 3-dimensional brake caliper. And the rotor itself, I can't tell if there's any cross-trailing or anything. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. Yeah, there might be some cross-drilling. I do see like a dimple there. So you can see the tire, even though it's that low profile, the sidewall is curved. So I think that's really realistic. And nice, I don't see any tread blocks. I don't see like rally tread blocks. It looks like a street tire. Basically a round donut. A little bit of tread you can see now, right there. And that's fine. Okay. The stance is a little bit low. This is slammed to the ground. The real car does have a little bit of an air gap between the fender and the tire, but I'd rather have it slammed than raised. Looks like we have a little vent detail here. No extra color, but there's that depth there, so that's nice. There's a really dark side indicator here. That's a bump, probably a separate piece. This crest looks nice. Very good. Okay. This little detail here is interesting. We got a carbon fiber decal running around the bottom here. It seems to be applied nicely. Not as smooth, at least. Some air gaps there, though. And then that vent there in the front of the door has a separate insert, it looks like. So, very cool. Let's try to focus in on there. Yeah, you can see the texture. It's either molded plastic or maybe it's photo etched metal. The door handle is kind of just like a blob sticking out. I guess that's kind of, well, I guess that's the way it is. Maybe you pull it from the back with your finger. The mirror is weird looking. What's going on here? It's like black, red, black. What's the other side look like? No, I think that's intentional. So maybe there's an option where you have a carbon fiber top and bottom to the mirror. The bottom is just painted black, I think. The top is clearly a carbon decal, right? So, I don't know. I'm sure a $400,000 car has many options. You can see some sort of fingerprints or something on this thing. So, someone didn't wipe down the model at the factory before it was sent out. There's a... I don't know if I feel that or not. I feel something there. I think they printed that black on the outside, but then the bigger blackout is on the other side of the plastic. Very thin window. Look how clear that mirror is over there, right? So these very thin windows, it's really easy to see the interior details. The rear wheel, yeah, now I see the cross drilling, so that's good. This horse is a little bit, it's not vertical, but that's fine. A real car, you know, they end up wherever they end up. So yeah, the brake rotor looks good again. Alright, let's go around to the front. So these vents here, yeah, I'm pretty sure those are separate inserts for fine texture. Maybe they're plastic, but this is clearly photo etched metal because there's air passing through it. You can see something back there, maybe two vents. Like on the left, I see it, left and right. It looks like there's air vents there. But in the middle, it's blocked off. Maybe that's the radiator or something. I'm not sure. Okay, well, the carbon fiber decal here of this chin spoiler looks pretty nice. It's not here in the middle, though. Oh, no, maybe it is. It's just the light isn't getting in there. So while we're at it, the base is really cool. This is, you know, all smooth plastic or whatnot, but the bottom has this printing, so it looks like carbon fiber and this orange box around it, but that's way down here at the bottom. So now we have the etching here, the horse, Novitec 821, and Largo. Alright. And then there's around 400 of this red color, but I'm sure there's other colors out there. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of other reds if you miss out on this batch. Okay, this Ferrari badge, yeah, it's in the proper orientation. It looks fairly good in its size. It doesn't look like a tablet. And then the headlight covers are nice, very clear. There's no excessive glue keeping them in place. And then we have a silver headlight there and some sort of ribbing. Maybe those are like those weird LED details or something. Then next to it we have inserted vents here. Nice texture. Panel gap is huge though. This toothpick is freely in there. I'm not sure why that panel gap is that large. This graphic here is probably a decal. It's nicely applied. It's weird. They just kind of stick out of the hood. I'm gonna guess, yeah, on the back side then there is a vent. Okay, and that's actually maybe paint or something down there. Let me hit focus again. Okay, yeah, I think it's paint, but that's fine. It looks good. I only wish maybe this decal is bigger, so it actually wrapped around down in there more, instead of seeing that red. Alright, the windshield wipers are photo etched metal. They're etched very well. They look very three-dimensional. It's just that the blades are laying flat on the windscreen. They're not bent perpendicular, so that's unfortunate. Okay, the windscreen itself, the blackout is on the other side, and there's no additional piece for molding. So this side here, I kind of feel if they got that black vent in the top the black paint up in this top vent, they could have done it here as well. That would have been nice. Did I even mention the door lock here? Or was it missing? Look at that. I wonder if it's on both sides of the car. Or just the driver's side. I think on my car, it's only on the driver's side, so this might be accurate, but leave a note if you know otherwise. The passenger side has no door lock, but the driver's side clearly does, and it also has like a slot for the key. Sorry for the camera always shaking, it's on a spring mount. Black paint or something in that vent is nice. Same with back here, so that's nice. Rear wheel here looks great. Okay, now look at this carbon fiber. It looks really fantastic. I do believe they may have clear coated over this. This feels perfectly smooth. It doesn't have any of that wrinkliness that one would associate with a decal. Like this here. This Novitec has a decal. See how wrinkly that is? Like orange peel? But this is perfectly smooth, so it's nice. It's awesome. We got a little red there. That looks good. This fine texture is an insert. And then we have some, pretty sure those are aluminum tubes cut off. They're a little bit thick though, this tubing. Yeah, I feel like they could, I don't know, maybe they just couldn't find tubes with thinner gauge walls. If one were to really nitpick, you could take like a chamfer bit and you could chamfer it a little bit so it looks thinner, but that's a lot of work. But then again, this model is a lot of work already. It's quite impressive, really. An insert here for that little slit of a vent. We have a carbon fiber detail here, very smooth again. A shiny prancing horse. Even the little light for the license plate painted black. This little insert here for that vent. All this vein stuff covered in carbon fiber graphic and really smooth and glossy. The taillights are translucent red, and I guess from that distance they look dark, just like the photograph. But I have a really bright LED above us, so that's why they look very red. Alright, this side looks good as well. What's this? Is this a little vent? Yeah, it's some sort of recess. Alright, going to the top. Look how smooth this wing is. Yeah, so that's clear coated. If it is a decal, that's fine because it's clear coated and it looks realistic. Very nice. I don't know if this is... Yeah, that is a carbon decal. But there's no paint below it. Okay. The wing, pretty thin struts. We have a Ferrari sticker there. This is... I think that's just black right there. It's a decal. This is carbon. And then why is the engine cover so blacked out? Like, look at look at these three windows. Look at that. Why is that all blacked out? Did they not even have... Maybe they don't even have an engine under there. I haven't... Like, this... Hold on. 200 lumens. There's nothing under there. So they slacked off, pretty much. I mean, the engine's up front, but I think they could have shown, like... There must be a trunk or something, right? Or is the real car blacked out? I mean, it looks black in that rear photograph I pulled up. Or maybe this is something just Novitec does. But it's like, why would you have a rear window if you can't see through it? You know, that just seems weird. Okay, interior-wise, look at that dashboard. Very nicely molded. There's some silver paint in the center with those vents. Ooh, look at those seats. Some sort of decals there. Cool, hold on. Yeah, it's like a funky checkerboard pattern with a middle red stripe, double stripe there. And then the seats have red there for the seatbelt buckle. Very cool. The door panel is just black, so that's a hard one. Whoa, that was too much light. There we go. Yeah, but it's molded. Arm pull, whatnot. Center console is just black, I guess. Alright, steering wheel. Now we got a Ferrari horse there for the steering wheel. There's a gauge in that binnacle as well. It's yellow. Oh, you can even see the little switches on the steering wheel. Very nice. trying to see if there's gas pedals or anything like that. I don't think this brand does gas pedals. That's fine. I don't see any. I don't see any. But who cares? I don't care. It's nice to have, but you know, I'm never gonna look at this interior after this video anyways. This is the only time I look at these interiors. Otherwise I just look at the outside of it and like, that's cool. So we have a little Ferrari front end and show in 1/64 scale. We're going to go backwards. So 2014 to 17 we have the Ferrari California T. This is by Granny & Partners. Unfortunately, Granny & Partners just isn't very good. Their quality control out of the box isn't good. But look at this thing now. It's been a few years since I reviewed this, but something's up with this paint. It's all like, it's not paint rash, but it feels like it's been covered in like juice and it's all sticky or something. It's weird. Very weird. Kyosho is definitely a better quality. This is the F12 Berlinetta. Okay. So that actually looks like a pretty much a direct descendant of that. This one's not so much. You know, this is so ugly, I'm going to just take it out. Then we have the Ferrari FF, that like station wagon kind of shooting brake sort of thing. I like it. I like the ability to carry groceries in my vehicles. But then again, I guess if I could own a Ferrari, I'd have 10 vehicles. Ferrari California. Yeah, not really liking the proportions of that one. I don't know if it's Kyosho or just a real car. It's a little bit weird looking. Three more. The Ferrari SA Aperta. I do like that one quite a bit. That's a really nice looking car and model. Then we have the Ferrari 599XX, and that's a cool one by Kyosho for sure. I love a cool looking car because it's got crazy side wings. So weird looking, but I like it. It's crazy. And the last one is the Ferrari GTB Fiorano. Okay. So Kyosho did a great job. You know, these things are probably between $6 and $10 brand new, in plastic headlights and taillights. They don't have brake systems. That's the only thing really missing. And they always have black plastic interiors. But so does this thing, and that thing's many times more expensive. And the last one is a resin, also by U2, of the GTC 4 Lusso. So it's kind of like their new FF. Is it the same Ferrari red or Rosso red in it? Okay. I guess there's really no major quality problems with this model. It's more of a design issue with those side mirrors. I think I would just rather have them either all black or just red. Like the photographs, they're body colored mirrors. You know, going through the effort of adding that black and carbon just seems unnecessary for me. I gave this brand a hard time. My first model, I think, had some issues. But I've collected a few of these U2s now, and they're pretty good. I like the brand now, so keep it up, U2. I will continue purchasing your models. Maybe you could branch out to another mark of vehicle. I think all they do is Ferraris, right? Or maybe they do a Bugatti as well. But, you know, get out there and do some Lambos. Well, I guess enough people are doing Paganis. Maybe some American cars. Just mix it up and go classic American. And let's get some nice classic Corvettes, Camaros, stuff like that in resin. It's really weird that no one does that. You know, there'd be plenty of people buying a resin 69 Camaro or Corvette or the Vector car. That would be nice to see. I am running off on a tangent, so go listen to some U2, and if you like the models, well, now I think I found what I'm looking for.